Thank you for joining us on the Presents Streaming Network.
Okay, all of you friends out there for Latin America Investment Week. I'm Marty Mangello, and this is our chairperson of the Latin American and South American Committee, Patty Frudenberg. Patty, what is going on today?
Greetings from New York. It's a little hazy here, but we are enjoying the summer. So coats are in the closet and pocketbooks are out because we're ready to invest in Latin America and South America today with Kiva and the United States Presidential Services Center.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, man, did you see what happened with the loans that we did yesterday and Monday?
Yeah, that was really exciting. Like literally the speed, it's crazy. Like, I've seen it in a couple of days, but like 24 hours. I mean,
Less than that. I mean, it was like 10 hours, both of them.
Yeah.
Finance.
We're over the hump, mark. So let's, what we've seen from start when it was zero, we've seen that in a couple of days. I think within a week, a nice big full investment was made, but this was over the hump, but they still had a good portion to go. So, still kudos. And I'm glad to be a part of the team that helped them push over and complete that loan.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at what's going on, guys. We want you to see the results, the financial results. We want you to see the evidence and proof. We're going to jump into Kiva there. Make a loan, change a life with Kiva. Yep, I see it. There we go. All right, should be able to see Kiva. And let's go into the portfolio. I'm going to break this screen out just a little bit there. And we are discovering more about Kiva this week with our international investment portfolio. And yeah, Claudio Augustin with his coffee farm in Costa Rica. This course was Monday. He is now 100% financed. We had 23 lenders on this project. He is, of course, going through the field partner of Furicosur, and he is part of their success story. They've done total loans down there in Costa Rica of about 4 million. They've had about 4,292 borrowers come through Kiva, and they've been with Kiva for 164 months now.
And this is this is a perfect example of somebody you would trust from the records. This is somebody that you could say, okay, they've been vetted. This is somebody that I'd like to work with.
And why do we trust them? Because their default rate is less than 1%. You see it right there. It's 0.11%. Their loans at risk are high, though. Their loans at risk are 17.5%. Yet their delinquency rate is 3.16. But the big one is the default, is 0.11%. So that's really good. I am concerned about Furicosur that their profitability, the return on assets is so low. But they are a good field partner, and you can always click here where it says more about Furicosur. Any of the lending partners, you can always go in and analyze all of their data. As I said, they've been with us 164 months now. That's a long time. And, go into their website, see their mission statement, what they're doing. And they don't perhaps like that particular website because I'm on a Titan program as a VIP with Google. So anything to do with a website. But go in there, check it out, and see what they're doing. They're doing quite well. All partners are subject to ongoing monitoring, and to be with Kiva for 164 months is pretty good. Let me run that there, Patty, on a calculator, by the way. That's a long time. It's almost 14 years.
I was gonna say it definitely sounds like a decade or so,
Wow.
even more.
Yeah. Yeah, there you can see, there is Patty, Miss you, Graham, as an investor, and there I am as an investor.
Yay.
And you can see the Presidential Center here is one of the contributing teams. We are a certified team. And so now let's take a look at the next one that went through. We'll go back to the portfolio. This was yesterday, Tuesday. You want to tell everybody about Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday was great. We ended up doing a group. It was a group over here, and I don't want to mess up the name. Let me get my glasses on.
Get the granny glasses.
Barrera. You know, I'm embarrassed to say my R's don't roll correctly, and my first language is Spanish. But here we go. Barrera Viva Community. I want to say comunidad, community. And this is a group of farmers. And I believe we were a little bit, this is Costa Rica, right? Because we've been doing a couple of.
This one was in La Paz, Honduras.
Oh, Honduras. That's right. Costa
Yeah.
Rica had no more available. That's right. Or rather Chile. Anyway, we've been all over the place, so excuse me with that. But yes, we ended up with Honduras, the farmers. It's a group, and you know what? Again, this field partner had good accolades, so we chose it, and you see the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, and they've got a default rate of 0, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty good. Can't get better than that.
We had a lot of action on this loan. 486 people lent money on this. They wanted $8,150. That's a lot of people, 486 people. And just to prove a point, yesterday I donated $15 to this because that's something that's new. I mentioned to my wife last night, Stormy, you're not forced to donate $25. You can donate now. And I was telling Orlando, he's going to be back on with us tomorrow. You can donate as little as $5 on this, and whether you look at it as a loan or a donation is up to you. But you can see how many people have put money into this. But sometimes, we are going to have people across the world that are doing $5. And that's where all the money adds up. Okay.
No, I must say I was impressed to see Amazon, PayPal. I believe there was a couple of big names. I don't want to speak the wrong names because again we've been busy on Kiva this week.
Sure.
But the big
no
names,
Visa and PayPal have been big players.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah, they've been big players, and so's Google. Here we've got PayPal and Visa and Google. They've been big players with, if you go back and take a look at I'll just spend a second doing that today since this loan was financed 100% so fast. If you go back to the Kiva front page and you actually take a look at about Kiva and of course the many causes and how it works, and it's a loan, it's not a donation. 100% of your loan is going to go to the supporting borrower. We're at about 1.8 billion now, actually. Almost a 97% repayment rate, 96.34%. We have about 1.9 million lenders, and the community right now, we're in about 77 countries. But here's PayPal right here. Mm-hmm. And Franz, the Chief Corporate Affairs Officer, has gotten involved.
And you know what? I have a monthly reoccurring. So if you don't, if you don't want to I don't want to do it today, but I want to start building as little as $5 or $6, you could just automatically start building your account. And then when you're ready to do the loan, you have a lump sum. So you could donate monthly, weekly. Again, these are all preferences, but it's really nice. So this way, a little bit at a time, next thing you know, you have a lot in your pocketbook. And again, this is not donations. This is not GoFundMe. This is go invest. And
that's right.
That's what I love.
And this is what I was also saying on WhatsApp this morning if you put $100 in and you say, that's it, I'm going to just put $100 in and I'm going to diversify my portfolio and I want to invest $5 into, just a couple of people, 20 people. And I'm going to spread that investment around 3 continents. I don't want to be in all my money in one continent, to protect myself. Well, that $100, it often gets paid back in as little as 8 to 12 months on average. And so now that $100 comes back in and you say, look, I don't need the $100. I'm going to reloan it. So it becomes 200. So that it all comes back in and then it becomes 400 because you reloan it. So now you're at 400 in as little as like 2 years. And then all that comes back in, which becomes 8, and that comes back in, which becomes 1,600, which comes back in, and it's 3,200. And so in the space of being committed to this with our investment portfolio at the Presidential Center, Patty, you and Michael have got a good, 30, 40 years left in your bodies before you pass away. So, like in 10 years time, that $100 that in about 5 years became, 3,200. By the time so then another 8 to 12 months goes by and it becomes 6,400, and you double that and that becomes, $13,000, and you double that and you're at 16,000. At the 10-year mark, you're at like doubling that. You're at 32,000. So when you come in here and look at your account up in the top corner, you shouldn't be surprised to see that you've now lent 32 grand. And when that goes
and at
out,
the end of the day, it's your money. Like, you're lending it in the meantime, right? But it's your money. Like you said, in 32 years, that's your money. You want to keep it, be a philanthropist, that's fine. But remember, it is your money. And
That's right.
that's the best part about it.
And it may be that at the 10-year mark, when you reach 32 or 64,000 bucks invested, you may say, we're going to extract 50,000 out for ourselves this time. And, we're going to just start to keep because we're getting old or something. But, at the 15-year mark, you're very easily at, like $128,000 on file. You've got such powerful lending capacity with that $100 you started with, okay, that you're sitting there like looking at stuff and saying, I think I'm going to put like 10,000 into 10 different loans this week, Mike. It's just sitting there. I've never decided to get this back. And then Michael gets hurt and he says, actually, I think my leg hurts so bad that I think it would be better if you extract out 100,000. We really could use the money right now. This is so easy to do. You can see even our numbers have gone up. We're into about 80 countries now since we brought on India last month. Happy to see India back. Mm-hmm. Our India loan, by the way, is going great. 2.2 million lenders, 1.91 billion. We're approaching $2 billion lent. And our repayment rate, I said it was 96.34. It's gone up to 96.4.
And if you look at the ratio from lenders to borrowers, there's almost like 1 to 2, one lender to every 2 borrowers, approximately. Yeah. It's really great ratios.
And I look at the stats where a Kiva loan is funded every 2 minutes. And I've looked at some people's portfolios. They have like 400 to 600 loans they've done over 10 years. Mm. If you're looking at mine, I think I've actually only done like, what was it, 44 loans in my portfolio that I've done? I'm not sure.
Well, the only thing I'm sorry about is
I've done 46 loans so far.
There you go. The only thing I'm sorry about is not knowing about Kiva sooner. Years ago, I never knew about Kiva. And that's why I'm loving that we're able to promote this platform, because it's just so great, whether you're the lender or the borrower, whichever one you are, it's just a well-rounded platform. And so trusting, so again, you're choosing the risk factor, because we have all those little toggles that we could say, okay, we don't want to take any risks, these are the loans out there,
Yeah.
or if you want to be the lender, there's also partners that,
These are all of my people that I love. These are all my loans. Look, there's Jose in Puerto Rico,
hey.
the security guard company,
Yep.
and Los Gladiolas in Guatemala. And Fawaz, this was his second loan that he came in for Jordan. He used to be a businessman with a suit and a briefcase every day in Jordan. And he opened up his goat farm. And this was his second loan. The first loan he did was to build his barn. He has gotten behind a little bit on his payback, but he's paying back. I think COVID, hurt him pretty bad, but
there's also been a lot of natural disasters around the globe. So, if you are the lender, be patient, because people are getting back on their feet. That's what happened even with Puerto Rico last year. Remember, Marty? But thank God we saw them still in business. The two, I believe they were the two brothers.
Yeah, that's right. Fawaz goes through National Microfinance Bank in Jordan. And the second time around, he wanted to strengthen his goat herd. So the first time he used the money to build a barn. Here you could see his first loan was right here. The second time around, he wanted to work on, strengthening his goat herd. So a lot of times people do come back. His first loan was $725. And he used to enjoy the city life, but then he found his calling. And if you go back to this loan right now, it's a 33-month loan. It was dispersed in 2021. He is paying back. That's fine. And this was to, and he's probably going to come back again. So Alice in Kenya, but this is my portfolio. Hernan Jose, he's doing catering in Colombia. You remember Alexis with her flower shop. She is paying back in Washington, D.C. The Goodness Group in Ghana has been here 8 times to get loans. They keep coming back. But guys, this is my particular portfolio, and I never thought it would be so big. So you can either donate the money to great causes and never get anything back, or you can loan the money in Kiva and get your money back and then reloan it and mushroom it like Patty and I have explained. All right, Patty, so we're going to head on into, how about can we go deep into South America today? We haven't gone deep yet. Let me see. What do you think? How about we go down there? I've been down to Brazil and did a loan in Brazil. What do you think? How about all the way down to Peru?
Why not? Why not?
Let's see what's going on in Peru.
Yeah.
Okay. Checking it out, guys. Checking it out. Let me see. Thank you to all the viewers today. We got some folks on. Don't forget, you can reshare your stream to your Facebook account with all of your friends. We do have reshare enabled. We've got, let's see now, we do like to tinker with this. So let's get the tinkering going on. We're going to put our risk rating down to about 3. Let's try 2.5. Yep, 2.5. Let's try 2. Oh, we've got it. Still people at 2. It's shrinking down now. We lost a lot of people with a risk rating of just 2. We got 40 loans available. Let's try to put the risk rating down to 1.5 then. Ooh, we lost everybody. All right, too much. We're going to have to go back to 2. That's pretty low, though. I haven't seen anybody qualify for a 2. The default rate, we're down there. Let's go down to about 8.8%. 7.9%. Ooh, that's really low.
That's great.
Low. Down to 6%. We're still at 40 loans. So, and we want to make sure we're working with a partner. So Let's make sure we have a bank partner enabled here, guys. We haven't done that yet. We're going to activate the bank partner. Let's see what happens. I don't like doing direct loans to people. I like to go through. Oh, we're still at 40, so it's pretty strong, pretty strong.
And those are important. I'm glad that you highlight that, because those are important little areas that the terminology might not be so familiar. It says partner, but if it doesn't have a little question mark next to it, you might just overlook it and think, oh, I don't, you might be thinking, I want to be the partner. So
Right.
again, I'm glad that you're, highlighting that.
And honestly, Patty, my particular portfolio, since you picked the first one on Monday and Orlando picked on Tuesday, I'll pick today to share the wealth. My portfolio is very heavy on food and women. So I'd like to diversify my portfolio a bit. I would like to take a look at this construction loan. I want to see. Oh, wow. They got $5,520 to go. Wow. 3 guys. Look at them.
The 3 amigos.
They're in their 3rd cycle. Wow. It's actually made up of 7 members. This is just showing the board of directors, the president, the treasurer, and the secretary. What's that mean, Patty? Los emprendedores? Is that like the entrepreneur?
I think this just like a title type of name, like, I don't want to say like inferior, not superior, but like, emprendedores, emprendedores.
Okay, Edson is the president of the group. He's 33 years old and feels very content to be supporting the group. He's a happy and responsible person. 7 years ago, he started working in civil construction. He's looking to grow both personally and professionally. In this opportunity, he's requesting a loan in order to be able to buy work materials for construction and continue providing the services. He's also got a second job as a moto taxi driver in order to improve his finances and help his family get ahead. In this group is actually seven people.
I'm sorry, I misread it because you caught me off guard. I believe it means it's teaching. Teaching. Porque aprender is to teach, to learn. So the learners, the teachers, I'm taking it that way as the title of their group. Like they're the teachers and the learners, emprendedores. I guess.
Yeah, and they're in Peru, so all the way over on the West Coast. And they're going through Cooperativa de Ahorro y Crédito Microfinanzas Prisma, CUPAC MFP. Let's take a look at what's going on with the lending partner. This would be a 10-month loan, so it's going to be paid back fast. I want to take a look at this partner. They've got 18% of their loans are at risk. Their default rate is pretty low. Their lender partner risk rating looks like it's a 2. A 5-star rating indicates the organization is at relatively lower risk of default. I don't know if this lender is the strongest lender in the world. They've been with Kiva for 63 months, 7,800 some borrowers. They've lent about 3.6 million. The average cost to the borrower, wow, 44% APR.
Whoa.
Man, that's high.
Whoa. I guess that's why they got 2 stars. I was wondering, like, what's called. That's the 2 stars.
All right, so that's how you make a decision, guys. I don't think I'm going to go with this construction loan. I'm going to get out of this particular. We have a Hispanic construction company we're supporting right now. Gyro out of Arkansas. He's got a double match from the Walton Foundation. So that was pretty cool. Let me get out of this sector. This is what you want to be doing at home. Maybe since I don't want to go in food, maybe I want to go into, I do like retail a lot because it's fast moving and allows them to sell quickly. They sell phone cards, they sell phones, they're selling supplies. This one here, Louis, he's helping refugees. He's in Peru. He's looking for $1,100. He's about halfway there. He's got 26 lenders. Let's take a look at the other one. This is actually a group here. Looks like some ladies are cranking it up with groceries to customers. Barrios Altos. They're in their second cycle. That's nice. They've been here before. They've got 12 members total. Maria is the president. She's 51 years old and has a 7-year-old child. And looks like they're doing good. Any comments on this one, Patty? They've had their store for 6 years.
I like the selection of the food. And you know, I like that it's a group. I mean, it's nice that we've been seeing the larger groups. I know there's only 3 of them right in the picture, but that's a nice, that's a substantial amount. That's a real nice thing they got going, you know? So it seems like if one person is down, you know, 12, 11 people are still there, you know, like it's nice to see that there's that many people involved with this one.
Looks like the same lending partner. So I want to just see something. I'm just interested to see. We could control that to groups only. Looks like if you do that and we get rid of the sector, let's just drop that retail sector and see how many groups. Okay, there's quite a few group loans. Looks like 22. And we can make the sort all the way up to high, the highest amount of money, which looks like about $6,000 for Yamante group. Let's leave the sectors alone for a second. I'd like to take the attributes, the tags, elderly, fabric, first loan, parent, repeat borrower. We like that. They've already demonstrated they can pay back. Okay, let's take a look at this one. I'd like to see who the lender is on this one. Yamante. She's repairing customers' clothing and creating new designs. They're in their 38th cycle. They have 11 members in their group. This one is featuring the board of directors. Okay, she 15 years. She's had a business selling clothes. Her biggest challenge is making a clothing store, and having a store is also her biggest dream. She's also doing decorating and wants to buy supplies to continue repairing her customers' clothing and also creating new designs. Let's take a look at it. It is the same lender. So it seems like they are operating heavily. There's 16 lenders on this already.
So I'm just curious, does it show the interest rate? Is that, I'm curious if the lender is giving the same interest rate to every borrower, or are they doing their own?
You know what? I'm shocked to see. I've never seen this in South America. They're going to cover the currency loss.
Oh, wow.
Remember how much I've been complaining about that the dollar depreciates or appreciates, and
well, maybe that's why they're charging higher interests.
It could be. They are paying interest on this. Yeah. It's an 8-month loan. It's also going to be paid off quick. So, you know, there's the repayment schedule. Have the money back by December, and we can loan to somebody else.
And these
They've got,
are repeat borrowers.
yeah.
So
I
now
think
the
I'm gonna.
risk just went down a little bit.
I think I'm gonna jump in on this one. This is gonna be my pick for today, Wednesday.
I think it's a good pick, and I'm going to join you.
They're only 12% funded. They got 6,000 to go. This is a pretty big challenge to figure out how to come up with $6,000. We may have to beat a drum on this one all across WhatsApp and social media. But so far, the loans that we did on Monday and Tuesday were financed 100% in as little as like 10 hours. Yesterday's was done in about 6 hours. So I'm going to jump in here.
This is definitely going to be a good one to keep an eye on, because there's 13 days left, but they need 3/4 of the loan, which is on the heftier side too. It's not a small loan.
Yeah, this is going to be a struggle. I've never failed to raise money for any of our 46 loans, but we've come close. That $500,000 in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, actually, Kiva, we hit the 30-day mark. We were only about for Alltech lighting, the solar, we were only about like $4,000 away. We had like $496,000, and I put that video out, 2 videos, and Kiva came back and said, we'll give you 1 more day. They actually let us do that fundraising for 31 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
On the one in Nigeria, the $500,000 for the 25,000 women chicken farmers in Nigeria, that was done in 8 days, that $500,000.
That was wild.
So be careful what you do here, guys. I've got $26 on my account. I can put more money in if I want. I'm going to probably put more money in for Thursday and Friday, because I'll have used all the money coming back. You'll want to pick here which of your groups you want just to. I'm sticking with the Presidential Service Center. I've got 25 going in. You can change this. This is where people have been asking. You can do as little as $5. Orlando said when he comes in tomorrow, he's got several. He's going to be doing $10 for $10 for each. And I think Stormy's going to jump in on this when we get done here. She's got about $15, $20 in repayments sitting in her account. So as people repay you and money comes back in, feel free. I'm going to do $25 here today. And to cover the cost of the loan, I'm going to throw in a dollar donation to cover the cost of the loan and burn down my full $26. I'll be down to 0. You'll hit continue and move forward. You may have to sign in again just to prove that it's really you. Don't worry about that. Just do it. And there you go. Complete my order. And you'll see within about 1 minute, your name will show up. One thing I would like to mention is when you see those things, when you're checking out, oh, so-and-so only needs $5 more or 20 more or 100 more to finish their loan. I don't recommend clicking on those. It's not that Kiva is trying to showcase clickbait, but you have not researched that loan. You may feel like an impulse to, oh gosh, they only need 100 more. Let me throw. You need to research your loans, okay? Don't just jump all over anything, all right? And spread your portfolio out for safety. Could be flooding, natural disaster, civil unrest. If you're all invested in one country and only one sector, you could suffer devastating losses. I think we've seen a lot of that with people who were invested only in one sector during COVID. Massive supply chain issues. They suffered tremendous losses all across the world. And today only, I would like to mention, if you are on Kiva and you're thinking about jumping in with our investment portfolio, send us a message at any time. We'll bring you into our team. There is no cost to you. and you don't have to invest anything. But our team is easy to reach. Patty and I are easy to reach, and just let us know on WhatsApp or on any social media. Just let us know. We're more than happy to bring you in. And I'll put a email address up here for anybody that would like to jump in with us. Just let me know. We can bring you in. So just so you can kind of sort of get a chance to see it. That's my email. Jump in with us anytime. We'll bring you into the Presidential Center portfolio. And for today only, there is a special going on. You'll get a $25 lending credit when you invest $50.
Nice.
So they're having a special for refugees and internationally displaced people. And these are a bunch of the loans. And we got about 6 minutes to go here, Patty. So I thought I would go in here and just mention to some people about a little bit more about Kiva. And you can find out more information about Kiva. Let me make that a bit larger at the bottom of every page. And some of our really, really big loans, $500,000 a pop, is all about unlocking scalable impact investments for financial inclusion. And so, our big vision is the financially inclusive world where everybody gets considered regardless of their socioeconomic status. Scalable capital. Since 2019, Kiva Capital has an asset manager that is supporting underserved communities. And it's really a capital investment focus that is serving underserved markets globally. There's a lot of gender equity that we're interested here, refugees and displaced populations, and small business resilience. You can read a lot about that here. And we've had people ask us, hey, how can I jump in with Hewlett Packard, with IBM? What if IBM came in for like 20 million? You would want to contact Kiva Capital. So you can see that right here. If you're a philanthropic organization and you'd like to come into Kiva Capital, we've had a lot of people do that. Okay. We've had a lot of people do that. And Patty mentioned a couple of them. Okay. But I
also want to mention that there's the website, which, obviously a website always has so many links. But once you're using it, I would recommend doing the app, because the app is a simplified version. Once you have your, profile, which is easy to build. I mean, it's really easy to just register and you could have an account in a matter of minutes. But then when you're going to be active or just want to look or share, the app is really user-friendly.
Yeah. Absolutely. I almost did an investment unbeknownst to you this morning in Israel.
Oh,
yeah.
I would have seen it in the team profile.
Yeah. So, I'm always checking out Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. There's a lot of open loans needed. And as far as giving a gift, that has happened a lot. Some people will just buy a Kiva card and give these as Christmas gifts or holiday gifts, or, during many of the Ramadan, give a gift. You can give a Kiva card, and then the person can take that gift and go in there and spend the $25 helping somebody. Isn't that a cool gift to give, Patty?
I mean, I think so, and again, this is something that, more people should learn about, because it's just, again, it's building that sustainability, that ecosystem. It's just philanthropic. So I like what it's used for. So I think
Yeah.
it's great. I think it's great.
And we had Dr. David Douglas from Ghana ask me how they could come in, and start working with Kiva. And so that's where they would want to come in and partner with Kiva. And we have a whole page on that about coming in, whether they want to be an accelerator grant or a gift or provide loan matching for employees. You can come in here and get in touch. And these are a lot of the partners that Patty had said she was so surprised to work with Kiva. I have a loan right now with Gyro and his construction company in Little Rock, Arkansas. He was a double matching grant. He wanted $10,000. I think Gyro is going to come back a couple of times, maybe crank it up to 50, 100,000. He was a double matching grant through the Walton Family Foundation. But, Patty was also surprised to see Google has become a selected partner and given money to Kiva. PayPal, PepsiCo, a lot of people don't know about, Dell, MasterCard Foundation, the Shapiro Foundation. And you can come in here and take a look at why somebody like Google would want to give $3 million to get Kiva going. Why
you
is
have
that?
partners like that, you're in good hands. You're in good hands.
Yeah. Why did the Visa Foundation come in with $1.5 million on a 5-year employee engagement campaign to empower small and micro businesses? Why does somebody like Visa, why are they interested in seeing small businesses thrive? Okay. And so come in here, take a look at that, guys, if you would like. These are just corporate partners. Okay. Corporate partners. But we have foundations. If you own a family office with your own foundation and you'd like to come in, please.
And what? I just want to mention one more thing. Like, now it's social. There, you are now networking with people from across the globe, and you might come across a network, of people that you are engaging in conversation, sharing events, and you might know that they're building a business and now need funds. You can guide them the right way. You can guide them and tell them about this. Again, this is across the globe, so it's such a great asset to have and a great resource. I just wanted to put that out there.
And, Skull Foundation is a perfect example of that as a key partner. They had previously piloted with us for $10 million in a revolving credit facility. This was financed through the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, OPIC, and it allowed, Kiva to match loans from individual donors, which ended up totaling $55 million in new financing, and that hit 120,000 new borrowers in 76 countries. So there is a perfect example of foundation work at its best. And then private families, I've mentioned the Walton Foundation and their work with Startup Junkies and Kiva US. But Diller von Furstenberg, another great example of a family foundation. The Shapiro Foundation did a $100,000 loan matching fund in support of our annual World Refugee Fund campaign. And we've also had, our partners like USAID wanted to jump in, and USAID was crazy. They saw what we were doing. So they wanted to do a fund that can attract and place $100 million in capital with women entrepreneurs. So I always say the math is the proof in the pudding, right? 100 million is nothing to sneeze at.
No, and USAID, that's you can't get more legit than that.
Yeah, exactly. So whether you're interested in loan matching, guys, or employee engagement to really affect your team members, we don't really use the word employee at the Presidential Center. It's considered a filthy word, but employee engagement, team engagement, customer engagement. This could really affect your customers or accelerator gifts and grants. Please come in and take a look at this page here. And these are all strategic partners. And the more you dig around at the bottom of kiva.org website, you'll find even Kiva Labs. Kiva Labs is crazy. Kiva Labs is what has allowed us to do $500,000 loans, particularly with Babangona. I got their newsletter this week, in Africa and, in Nigeria, in Kenya. It's just amazing. So with that being said, I'm not going to run a bunch of commercials today, Patty. Can we get a closing goodbye, do you think, in Spanish today?
¿Cómo no? Entonces, gracias por estar con nosotros mientras que invertimos en Perú hoy, en unas mujeres que cosen y quieren hacer ropa y tener en los sueños de ellos una tienda. Son 11 mujeres, creo, o 12 mujeres. Tengo que ir de vuelta a ver, pero vengan a Kiva a invertir y estamos con ustedes.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's right, Patty. We were in Peru today, everybody. So that makes Costa Rica this week, Honduras, Peru. We're trying to move it around and keep things flowing. Looking forward to seeing everybody back here tomorrow. Sorry for the late start time today, hump day, 12:15. But Thursday and Friday, we will be back for loan number 4 and number 5. We're going to keep moving it around. We will be back tomorrow, Thursday and Friday at 11 o'clock for the Latin America Investment Week. We will be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. See you then. Thank you so much, everybody. Jump in on this loan.